Hi everyone, I'm Dr. J.K. Hairston. I'm here to share with you 8 ways on how to express hurt feelings and deep emotional pain. Thank you all for joining me. This is a subject that is really important to me and touches my heart. Once again, I'm J.K. Hairston, MD. I'm a medical doctor, a psychiatrist, child, adolescent, and adult psychiatrist. And I teach empathy as a skill. Empathy is really important because we need to recognize that we all have needs and that everyone on the planet has needs and that our needs need to be met and that my needs are equal to your needs. And that when we understand that I have needs and you have needs and we keep those needs equal in importance, then we come up with better solutions. We come up with better ways of addressing each of our needs. So it's a really important point. And this point about learning how to express hurt feelings, learning how to express deep emotional pain is something that we need to get more comfortable with as a society. I live in the United States, and sometimes people just have a real hard time with feelings. Like they don't really want to acknowledge that the feelings are there, and that creates problems for the person and for the people that love them. So I created this video for the purpose of helping you learn how to express hurt feelings and emotional pain. So here are 8 ways. 1, cry. Learning how to cry. Many times we don't feel safe to cry. We don't cry because we don't feel safe. We don't feel supported. We actually don't have hope that we will get our needs met. So learning how to cry. I would recommend not, or I would say, it's probably better not to cry alone. Crying alone is a great way to express the emotions, but if you could find one person who could just sit and hold you as you cry, and that person does not have to, don't have to say anything, just be a comforting person who's safe to be around, who's not gonna take advantage of you being vulnerable. That's a really good feeling, to know someone that you literally can cry on their shoulders, that will hold you as you cry. As you cry, you're gonna release emotions. You're gonna also activate neurotransmitters in your brain that is going to help calm you. Some people feel exhausted after they cry because they're holding so much emotional energy. So that brings me to way number 2, tip number 2. And it's actually 2 and 3 together. So tip number 2 is to nap. And tip number 3 is to write about your feelings. And they go hand in hand. Because sometimes after a good cry, you really need to take a nap. Or if you're just feeling hurt, sometimes you just need rest. And that's giving yourself permission, allowing yourself to rest when you're going through emotional stress and de-stress is a sign of self-care. It's actually you taking the best care of you. So allow yourself time to nap, rest, let other things off your plate, just push them off your plate and rest. And so number 3, writing about your feelings. So you can write about your feelings, then nap, or you can nap and get up and write about your feelings. But get your thoughts and feelings out. Honor them. Honor them with your time and your attention and your presence. Write and write and write. It doesn't even have to make sense as long as you start expressing yourself. And the beauty about writing, regular old pen and paper, pencil and paper, is that it's private, it's confidential. You can shred it, you can tear it up, you can burn it once you're done, or you can save it and cherish it and go back and look later in life and say, wow, how far I've come. I was really low then, but look at what happened. Like all this love and support, and look at what happened. So your writings are valuable, and you have choices what to do with your writings. But your writings can be an excellent way to get your feelings out. And so much so that people use this way. They even publish their writings to get their feelings out, to say what they have to say, and to benefit from it. Not only they benefit, but also the public benefits from hearing really what people have to say. So writing is a very powerful tool to expressing your emotions. And the next one, number 4, is movement, dance, music, choreography, just allowing yourself to express, allowing the limbs of your body to express those feelings, so that those emotions aren't stored in your muscles. So it's not like the emotions are stored in your muscles. What happens is that the neurotransmitters you create pathways, and those pathways of neural pathways that are signaled by stress, they activate your muscles. And so that's why you may feel tense, or you've all just hunched up and hunched over, because your muscles have been activated by the thoughts in your mind. And your muscles have tensed up because they're waiting to act, because all those the adrenaline, the noradrenaline, the norepinephrine, they have gotten you ready to act, and you may not be acting. You may just be stuck in this very tense, hunched over place. So moving allows for the release of all that tense, hunched over emotions, allowing your muscles to activate and to release that mechanical pressure that was already built up. So dancing, movement, yoga, oh my gosh, there's so many ways. Just even sitting and doing breath work and breathing, using the muscles surrounding your lungs to just breathe that stress, that pain, that tension out. Okay, that's a great one. 5, talk to a therapist. And this is its own separate one. You need to talk to a professional, someone who does this for a living, who is certified and licensed. Talk to a professional about how to deal with your emotions, because there's so many ways that I can't even elaborate here in a video, that talking to a professional really gives you insight, because they are trained. Just in a way a medical doctor is trained, a dentist is trained. If you're going for a root canal, you don't go to your best friend or your sister for a root canal. Like, you just don't do that. Even if they could pull teeth or work on they don't have the tools, they don't have the expertise, they don't have the learning. Same. A therapist will have tools to help you. They will have expertise in the subject matter. They would have seen so many people who are going through similar types of experiences, so they can give you the benefit of all of their experience. So seek out a therapist. All right, the next way, number 6, is to give yourself empathy. When I say give yourself empathy, acknowledge what you're going through. Acknowledge your needs that are not being met by the situation. Acknowledge your needs that you would love to be met if the situation were better. Become very clear about how your needs are not being met, and grieve and cry about it. And then pick up the pieces and strategize. Okay, how can I make the situation better? How can I meet my needs in a better way? Who can meet my needs in a better way? What can I do? So give yourself time to acknowledge your needs. Next is number 7, pray. Go to your higher power. Humble yourself. Get down on your knees. Walk and pray. Talk and pray. Be silent and pray. But really connect with your divinity. Connect with the divinity inside of you and connect with the divinity outside of you. Just really take time to pray, to put it all out there. Like, what is going wrong? Like, what's not working? How can it be better? And ask questions. What is it that you should do? What is it that you need to do next? What is the lesson you're supposed to learn from this? Just really go deep into your meditation and into your prayer. Okay, number 8 is speak your truth. Stop hiding from the world. Stop trying to say things to make other people happy. But really, if you're feeling hurt, let people know. Let people know. You don't have to be mean about it. It's about expressing yourself in I statement. When I heard this, I felt this. I felt this because my needs were not met in this way. Learn to express yourself, to express your truth, to speak your truth so that you do not have to hide behind any type of facade or mask, and you don't have to be a part of any type of masquerade. That you can be real, and that if someone is really hurting you, you can acknowledge that. And maybe if they're not in a place to hear it, you can write it down. But the thing is, you need to express your truth, and you need to be honest with yourself. So being honest with yourself and expressing your truth is a key way of dealing with emotional pain. So I put a lot in this video. Please share this video. More people need this information. Like and subscribe this page. And if you would like to get further updates and further resources about how to take care of your emotional self, go to my page. Go to go.selfcarewithempathy.com/guide. Once again, go.selfcarewithempathy.com/guide and get free resources about how to have real empathy for yourself and how to recognize real empathy in others. I really appreciate you. I truly hope you've been blessed by this video. All the best.